on your block. And then crossing your legs around your block. Get comfortable or sitting on 2 blocks if that feels more comfortable for you. Finding this cross-legged seated position, and then find a nice long tall spine. Do your best to tuck your chin slightly under and then pull up through the crown of your head. And then just depending on how you feel with the hand placement on the knees, either the palms facing down, which is generally meaning you're just wanting to keep to yourself, or palms facing up, which represents wanting to receive, okay? So allow the hands just to rest softly on the knees, close the eyes, and just start to feel yourself breathing. Not changing anything, just simply noticing. And then start to take deeper breath, allowing the belly to fill. And then as you exhale, gently guiding the belly button back towards the spine. Deep inhales. Soft, slow exhales. Finding a rhythm to this slow breath. We'll just sit here for about a minute, just taking some nice deep breath, allowing the body to start to relax. Try your best to keep your posture nice and tall. See if you can relax your knees down a little bit more. Allow the shoulders to relax. Softening the jaw. Soften the space in between your eyebrows. Two more of these slow, deep breaths. Gently start to blink your eyes open and bring your fingertips to the sides of your body. And we'll just breathe with some movement here. So as you inhale, reach your arms above your head. Top of the inhale here, and then exhale really slow. Let your arms come down to the ground. Bottom of the exhale, the fingertips touch, and then inhale, slow and controlled. And exhale slow. Last one, deep inhale. Full slow exhale. Keep your left fingertips down, reach your right arm up and over and grab onto your opposite ear, and then start to draw your head down to the side. Inhale, bring your head up, reach your right arm up and draw it down, and then inhale, reach your left arm up, reach over for the opposite ear and draw the head down towards the shoulder. Inhale, bring your head up, lift your arm up, bring it down. And you're going to sit forward and just remove the block off to the side. And then I want you to switch your feet. So switch the foot that's in front to behind. And then we're going to walk the fingers forward. So press the fingers down into the ground and press your hips back. And then think about drawing the crown of the head forward. Just noticing what you feel in the hips. They might feel really tight. And then start to walk the hands over to the right side. Keep your hips pressing down. And then see if you can reach the left fingertips a little bit more forward. Going for a little bit of a stretch on the left side. And then let's walk through center and all the way over to the right, keeping your hips down. And then see if you can walk just a millimeter forward more with your right fingertips. And just noticing, does this side feel a little bit different? And then walk back to center. Walk your arms back. We'll just take a gentle twist, so start to turn over to the right side. Take your left hand on the outside of the right knee, right fingertips behind you. We're not going for any type of deep twist here, just a really gentle twist. Looking over your right shoulder, if that feels okay on your neck. And then let's move gently to the other side, to the left, right hand on the outside of the left knee. Tent up on the left fingertips, sit up tall, gentle twist, looking over your shoulder. Come back to center. Take your hands behind you now so that your fingers are pointing forward. And then we're going to press down into the hands, draw the shoulders back, opening up the chest, and then lift your chest up, press down with your hands, looking up. And release. Let's take it down onto the mat. So finding your way onto your back, keep your knees bent. And we're going to work through this pelvic movement. It's a really small movement. So as you can see, I can place my hand underneath my lower back. I'm going to put both hands underneath there, palms face down, just for the first couple. So take an inhale. And as you exhale, press your low back into your hands. Inhale, lift up again, arching your back. And as you exhale, press your low back into your hands. Inhale. Let's take the hands out and move them to the side, arching your back. And then as you exhale, press your low back into the ground. Two more, just like that, really gentle, small movements. Inhale, arch your back. And exhale, press your low back into the mat. And then inhale, just release that. And then from here, bring your arms into a T. As you inhale, just let the chest expand. And then as you exhale, let your knees fall over to the right and turn your head to the left. Inhale up to center with the head and the knees. And exhale, knees to the left, head to the right. Inhale up to center. And exhale, switching sides, moving slowly. Inhale, center. And exhale. One more each side. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Next inhale brings everything back to center. Take your hands behind your head, interlacing your fingers. Cradle that lower part of your skull. We're going to do just a little bit of ab work here, some gentle ab work. So take a big inhale. As you exhale, press your low back into the mat and lift your shoulders up. look towards your thighs. Inhale to come down. Arch your back. And exhale, press your low back into the mat and lift your shoulders up. Look towards your thighs. Inhale, we come down. Arch your back. And exhale, press low back down, lift your shoulders. 2 more just like that. Inhale, arch your back. And exhale. Inhale to come down. Keep your right hand behind your head. Take your left knee closer in towards your body and your left hand onto the front of the shin. So we've done this one before. As you inhale, press the shin into the hand and press the head and the shoulder into the mat. And then as you exhale, we're going to twist and lift up, right shoulder to left knee. Squeeze it in. Inhale, press the shin forward, head and shoulder return to the ground. And exhale, bring yourself up, twisting right shoulder to left knee, squeeze. And inhale to come down. 2 more just like that. Exhale, low back presses down, shoulder twist to the knee. And last one, inhale. And exhale. Let's hold here for this one for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the head down to the ground. Release the foot sole down to the ground. And then we're going to switch to the other side. Take your left hand behind your head. Take your right leg closer to you, grabbing onto the shin with your right hand. Inhale, press the head into the ground and the shin into the hand. And exhale, low back presses down. Left shoulder to right knee. And inhale. Come back to the ground. Press forward with the shin. And exhale, low back presses. Shoulder to knee. And inhale to come back. 2 more. Exhale. Twist. Inhale to come down. Exhale. Twist. And we're going to hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way down. Bring both hands behind your head, and then we're just going to windshield wiper the knees from side to side, letting that go. And then from here, we're going to take the hands behind the thighs, and let's just do some rocking and rolling to bring ourselves up, maybe a couple times. And then cross the legs. Let's come into a tabletop position. Moving into our cat-cow movement. So toes are tucked under, and we want to have the knees underneath the hips and the wrists underneath the shoulders. As you inhale, drop the belly, retract the shoulders, little bend in your elbow, look up. And as you exhale, round the other way, finding cat pose. Tuck your chin under. Press your upper back towards the ceiling. Exhale and inhale. Drop the belly. Retract the shoulders. A little bend in the elbow. Look up. And exhale, round the other way. Let's move with our breath here. Make it nice and slow and fluid. Moving every single vertebrae in our spine. One more time in each direction. Finding a neutral spine, untuck your toes and sit your hips back to your heels. Reach forward with your hands and bring your forehead down to the ground. And And then just rock your hips from side to side. Good. Next inhale, look up and bring yourself back into that tabletop position. And then from here, we're going to press down with our hands firmly, tuck the toes under, pull your navel in, start to hover the knees, and then press your chest towards your thighs, look towards your toes, and then start to straighten the legs coming into our first downward dog. Let's just pedal it out, so bending one knee at a time. And then come up high on both your toes. And then exhale, draw the heels down slow. One more time, inhale all the way up on the toes. And slowly exhale, bring the heels down. Staying here now, we're going to bend the knees and come down. Step your right foot forward in between your hands. Back toes tucked under. As you inhale, let's lift up. Want about a 90-degree bend in that front knee. And then as you exhale, start to hinge forward, press the hips forward, reach up with the hands. Lift yourself back up with that knee to 90 degrees. And you're going to take your left hand right underneath your left shoulder. Take your right hand onto the outside of the right knee. And let's just take a twist to the right. Looking over the shoulder, maybe up to the ceiling. And then let's start to extend that back leg, lift the knee up off the ground. And then inhale, reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. You're going to find some movement with the shoulder here. So start to draw the arm all the way forward. See if you can touch the ground. And then as you inhale, reach it up, palm facing out, hand coming all the way behind you. Inhale, let's reach that hand all the way back down to the mat. And one more time, reach it up, drawing a big semicircle, opening up the shoulder. And then draw that hand all the way down on the other side of that front foot. Take your back knee down, and then step your right foot back. Let's come into child's pose. Draw the hips back towards the heels, forehead to the ground. And rock your hips from side to side. Next inhale, let's start to come back up. And we're going to step the left foot forward in between the hands. Tuck your back toes under, 90-degree angle as you lift up and reach. And as you exhale, sink the hips forward. Lift your heart up. Inhale, let's come up. Take your right hand right underneath your right shoulder, left hand on the outside of the left knee, and start to twist. See if you can begin looking up towards the ceiling. And then let's take that back knee up off the ground and reach the left arm up. And then finding some movement with the arms. So start to bring it forward, touching the mat in front of you. Inhale, reach it back, semicircle. Palm faces out. Inhale, let's reach it up and forward. Last one. Inhale, reach it up and back. Then draw it all the way down into the other side of the foot. Back knee comes down. Step your knees together and sit back. Find child's pose. Rock your hips from side to side. Inhale, look forward, and we're going to bring ourselves all the way down to the mat. So coming first through tabletop, draw your shoulders a little bit farther past your wrists. Hug your elbows in as you lower yourself down. And then bring the pelvis down and the feet down. So we're going to bring the feet so that they're touching the edges of the mat. Take your left hand underneath your right cheek. So you're turning to look towards the left and place the left hand underneath the cheek. The right arm can just be bent or straight, whatever feels better for you. As you inhale, you're going to start to lift the cheek and the left shoulder and chest up off the ground. And exhale to come down. One more time, inhale, lift the left shoulder and the head up and the chest. And exhale to come down. This time we're going to lift the elbow and head and the opposite leg, so the right leg lifts up. So inhale, lift the head and the chest, opposite leg, right leg lifts, and exhale to come down. And again, inhale, lift head, shoulder, chest, right leg, and exhale. Last time, inhale, lift head, shoulders, chest, right leg, and lower. Remove the hand out to the side. Just let yourself rest for a minute. Taking a couple nice big deep breaths. And then we'll switch to the other side. So looking to the right. Take your right hand underneath your left cheek. As you inhale, lift your shoulder, head and chest off the ground, and exhale to come down. Inhale, we lift, and exhale, come down. This time as we inhale, we're going to lift the opposite leg, so left leg lifts as we lift the head, shoulder, and chest. Exhale to come down. 2 more times. Inhale, lift the head and the leg, and exhale, come down. Last one. Inhale, lift, and exhale. Release, take the hand out from underneath, and just let your head relax down. Taking a couple big deep breaths. Bring your forehead to the mat and bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Walk your feet in a little bit. It may feel good to have them closer together or maybe just hip width apart. As you inhale, draw your shoulders around and back so you can squeeze your shoulder blades on your back together. And then as you inhale, just lifting up, baby cobra. Press the feet down. Exhale, lower. Slide your hands down a little closer to your lower ribs. Tuck your elbows in, draw your shoulders around and back. And as you inhale, start to lift up again. And then maybe here you want to start to straighten your arms any amount. Coming into more of an upward dog. Draw your shoulders back. And maybe just rock from side to side. And slowly lower down. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. We're going to lift up into tabletop. Tuck your toes under. Find downward facing dog. And let's pedal that out again. Come up high on both toes. Look forward and either step or hop your feet to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, and then exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, fold. Inhale, let's lift all the way up. Lift with your upper back and reach your arms towards the ceiling. Interlace your fingers and press your palms up. Squeeze your arms towards your ears. Lift up really tall. And then let's hinge over to the right. Inhale to center and hinge the other way to the left. One more time each direction. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, lift up tall one more time. Flip and press your palms together and draw them towards your heart center. Shake out your legs. So we're going to come into tree pose. So start to get really strong in your left leg. And we're going to come up on the toes of the right foot and then open up at the hip. And then we're just going to take the sole of the foot onto the lower leg. So press the foot into the lower leg. See if you can drop the right hip down so that we don't have it hiked up here, but we have it down. We want to try and balance our hips. Holding here and balancing. Nice big deep breaths, looking at something that's not moving. See if you can squeeze your shoulder blades a little bit more on the back of your body. Pulling your navel in. And then let's step back with that right foot coming into warrior one. So the right foot, the heel's more towards the center and the toes are more towards the upper right corner. Let's bend into that front knee and inhale, reach your arms up. And then let's move with our breath here. Take a big inhale, lift up, and as you exhale, hinge forward, reach your arms forward and then behind you. Inhale, reach up, lift your chest, and exhale, hinge forward, draw the arms down and back. One more time, inhale, lift up, lift your heart, and exhale, reach, hands all the way behind you. Inhale, bring your hands onto the top of your thigh. Pull your navel in, and we're just going to start to straighten that front leg and press that left hip back. And then from here, let's slide our hands down the front leg. Maybe your hands are going to reach the ground, or maybe they're just going to stay here. Stay put. Mini bend in that front knee. Pull your navel in. And then as you exhale, bending your elbows any amount. Drawing your chest forward. Coming into a modified pyramid pose. Holding and breathing. Next inhale, straighten the arms. Bend back into that front knee. Come up high on back toes. Bend the back knee a little bit and then step that foot forward. And then let's just shake that out of the hips. Moving on to the other side. Start to get strong in your right foot. Come up on your left toes. Hands to your heart. Draw your shoulder blades together. Open up at the hip. And then take the left foot sole onto the inside of the lower right leg. Pressing the foot into the leg. Draw your shoulder blades back. Looking at something that's not moving. Breathing. Trying to find some steadiness, some balance. Make sure that that left hip is drawing down, that your hips are level. And then step the left foot back, finding warrior one on this side. So heel towards the center, toes pointing towards the upper left corner. Bend into the front knee and inhale, reach your arms up. Lift your heart. Inhale here, and as you exhale, let's lean forward. Reach the hands forward, and then behind us. Inhale, lift the arms and the torso up. Reach, lift your heart. And exhale, bow. Reach your hands behind you. Inhale, up we go again. Lift. And exhale to come down. And then from here, place your hands on the top of your thigh and start to straighten that front leg as you press your right hip back. And then options to move the hands down the leg or maybe down to the ground, whatever feels best in your body right now. Keep pressing the right hip back, mini bend in that front knee, pressing down through the front toe mound, pull your navel in. And as you exhale, bending your elbows any amount, drawing the chest towards the front leg. Holding here and breathing. With your next inhale, start to straighten your arms, bend into your front knee, bring your hands up. Come up high on your back toes, bend your back knee and step forward and shake it out. Take a giant step out to the side. And then from here, we're going to pivot on the right heel, coming into warrior two. So the back foot is parallel with the short edge of your mat. And as you exhale, let's bend into that front knee, finding that lunge. And then let's just move into that hip. So straighten the leg and bend the knee. Start to bring your arms out. Looking over your middle finger, pressing down through your feet. And then bend into your front arm, right arm onto front thigh, and reach your left arm up. And then all the way over your ear, reach forward. And then we're going to find some movement with this arm. So we're going to start to draw circles. So start to reach behind you. And then swing that arm through. Big circles. Full range of motion. And then let that arm bring you all the way back up. Good. And then from here, we're going to straighten the front leg. And take the left hand to your low back. We're going to take the right hand up and over top of the head, grabbing onto that opposite ear. And then start to bend into that front knee. And then see if you can reach your head back and supporting it with the right arm and hand. Inhale, let's come up. Reach your arms straight and straighten that front leg. We're going to go to the other side here, so pivot on your right heel, bring it parallel to the short edge of the mat, and then pivot on left heel and bring it straight forward. Bend into your knee. So coming into warrior two on this side. We'll just bend and straighten. And bend into that knee. Inhale, let's reach both arms up. Looking over middle finger. And then bend into that front left arm. Place it on your thigh and reach your right arm up and to the ceiling. And then all the way forward in line with your ear. And then let's start to take those circles with this hand now. So moving the arm behind, reaching back, drawing a circle, reaching forward. Nice big circles, finding full range of motion with the shoulder joint. One more time, and then let that arm bring you back up. Arms come straight, and then straighten your front leg. Take your right arm to your low back, bending at the elbow, and inhale, let's reach up and over, finding the opposite ear with the right hand. And then from here, I'm going to bend into that front knee, and then start to reach back with my head, holding my head with my hand. Nice big deep stretch. Inhale, let's come up, straighten both legs, and then pivot the left toes so they face forward. Bring your hands onto your hips, take an inhale, draw your shoulders back, bend your knees slightly as you exhale, let's fold forward. Bring your hands down onto the ground, and then we'll move into some prayer breaths. So take your left hand right underneath your face, and inhale, let's twist open to the right. Exhale, hand down. Inhale, twist to the left, reach. And exhale down. 2 more times each side. Inhale, reach and twist. And exhale down. Inhale, reach and twist. And exhale. Last one. Inhale, reach and twist. Bring the hand down. And inhale, reach. And exhale to come down. From here, we're going to heel toe the feet in. Heels in, toes out. And sit your hips down. Let's come into Malasana or Yogi Squat. Take the backs of the arms to the insides of the legs. Press your pelvis down. Hands to your heart center as best you can. If you're up here on your toes, that's okay too. Pull your navel in. And then if it feels good, you can rock from side to side. Good. Then we're going to bring the hands down and bring our seat all the way down to the ground. Extend your legs out to the side. And then option to sit up on a block here. Or you can also use a block in front of you. So we want to engage our legs. So we're pressing down through the heels, toes pointing towards the ceiling. And it's okay if there's a little mini bend here. This is fine. And then we're going to start to walk the hands forward. So if you want to use a block, that's fine. If you just want to have your hands on the ground, totally up to you. Pull your navel in, think about a flat back, pressing heels down, toes up, bend into the elbows if that feels good. Nice big deep breath. Next inhale, let's walk ourselves back up. Bend into the knees, bring them a little closer to you, bring your hands behind you, and then we're just going to let the knees fall from side to side. Breathing, moving slow. Come up with both knees, extend your right leg long, and then take the left foot sole to the inside of the front leg, and then we're going to take the right hand onto the outside of the left knee. Make sure that you're pressing down through this heel. It's okay if this knee is bent. And taking a twist. Looking over your left shoulder. You might be feeling a little bit more pliable now that we've been moving, so maybe it's a deeper twist if that feels good. And then keep the right hand on the knee. Let's inhale, lift the left arm up and hinge over towards our extended right leg. With each inhale, you can rise up, and with each exhale, sinking over. 2 more deep breaths here. With your next inhale, let's draw that left arm all the way up and behind us, with the fingers pointing away. And then we're going to press down through the front leg and lift our hips up. Inhale, reach your right arm up, and maybe behind you, take a nice big deep stretch. And then come all the way down. Switching sides, so extend your left leg out, Draw your right foot sole onto the inside of that front leg. Sit up nice and tall. And let's go in for that twist. So left hand onto the outside of right knee, right fingertips behind you. Sit up nice and tall, pull your navel in, and then twisting. So there should never be any pinching. You're only going as far as you can continue to breathe easily. And then keep the left hand just where it is. Let's reach the right arm up and over, hinging towards that front extended leg. And as you inhale, let your body come up. And exhale, sink. Inhale, lift. And exhale, sink. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sink. Make sure that that extended leg is still really active. Heel pressing down. Inhale, lift. And exhale, sink. Inhale, reach that arm up and behind you, fingers point away, and then we'll take that nice big deep stretch. So start to lift the hips up, pressing through the feet and the leg, and reach that arm up and behind you. Press your hips forward. Nice big deep breath. And coming all the way down. Let's bring the foot soles together in front of you, coming into a diamond shape. And then we're going to take our hands and allow ourselves just to fold forward. You can take a block if you'd like and place it so that you can allow your forehead to rest. Hands can wrap around the feet. And just allow yourself to take some nice big deep breaths here. We'll take about 5 big deep breaths. With each inhale, allow the belly to expand fully. Each exhale is soft. Notice that multi-dimensional movement of your torso, of your ribs as you breathe. One more big deep breath. With your next inhale, start to guide yourself back up. Moving the block off to the side, we're going to come into a stretch for the upper leg. So from here, we're going to bend into the right knee, and as best you can, we're trying to place the top of the foot on the mat. So find what's comfortable for you. Options are to have the left leg extended, or maybe you want to have it bent. Okay, find out what feels best. I think I'm going to go bent today. And then you're going to take your hands behind you and allow yourself to come down. So some of you may have the flexibility to come down onto your elbows. I just want you to note though that, if you're going to come all the way down onto your back, if your knee lifts up when you do that, it's best that you stay up on your elbows. You don't want to put any major torque or tension on the knee joint. So we're looking to have a sensation of stretch along the upper thigh. And then from here, I want you to squeeze your glute muscle, like you're squeezing your glute, and you should potentially feel this muscle, the quads start to fire, and it gets a little bit more intense. So squeeze and release, squeeze and release. Let's do that 2 more times. Squeeze and release. Last Last one, squeeze. And release. Let both your hips relax as much as possible. Take a great big inhale. Full exhale. Start to guide yourself back up. Extend both of your legs out long in front of you, and let's just windshield wiper back and forth. This movement is coming from the hips. Let's release any of that tension we were feeling there. And then let's move on to the other side. So bending into the left leg as best you can. The top of the foot is on the mat. And then finding what's comfortable on this side. This might be different. You may feel like, yeah, no, it feels better to have my leg extended. And then once you're there, start to bring yourself back, maybe on your elbows. Maybe you're just staying up on your hands. That's fine too. And then let's start doing that squeeze motion. So like you're squeezing your glute muscle. Feeling the quads fire and release. Squeeze. And you can even see it if you're looking. And release. Squeeze. 2 more times. Release. Squeeze. And release. Last one. Squeeze. And release. Take a great big inhale. Full exhale. And start to guide yourself back up. Okay, from here, we are going to lie down on the mat. So options are to bring yourself down however is more comfortable, or maybe you're going to challenge yourself with a little bit more core work. So the foot soles are pressing down. See if you can lift your toes up, pull your navel in, sit up nice and tall, and then as you exhale, as slow as you possibly can, draw yourself down towards the ground. Till finally your shoulders and then your head come down, relax everything. And then just move your head from side to side. Let's release any lasting tension that's there. Come back to the middle with your head. We're going to bring the right heel a little closer to us. Extend the left leg long. And then take the right knee into your body. Use both hands, interlace your fingers, and place them on the shin. And let's just rock it from side to side. And then draw circles in one direction. And then circles in the other direction. And then come to center, pull the knee in as close as you can to your body. And then we're going to start to do rotations at the ankle. So in one direction, rotate, drawing circles with the toe, and then go the other way. Point and flex, point and flex. And then let's bring that leg across the body. So take your left hand onto the outside of the right leg, and with the knee bent, the toes can hook around the back of the extended leg. Let's just draw it across the body. That right arm can come out from the shoulder, palm face down, and try to keep both shoulders on the ground here. The goal isn't to get this knee to the ground, okay? The goal is just to find a nice little stretch in the low back. And then from here, press the leg up into the hand and the hand down into the leg, creating some resistance. And then relax. the knee back up towards center, hug it in, draw your forehead to your knee, pull your navel to the ground, and release yourself down. Let's switch legs. Extend your right leg long. Take your left knee into your chest, interlace your fingers along the front shin, and then let's rock it side to side. And then start to draw circles in one direction. And then in the other. And then pull the knee in deep to your chest. Start to make rotations with your ankle, so drawing a circle with your toe in one direction. And then in the other. And then point and flex and point and flex and point. And then let's take it over to the other side. So hook the toes onto the back of the extended leg. Take your right hand onto the outside of the left knee. Let's draw it over across the body. Extend your left arm out, palm face down. Keep the shoulders on the ground, so connected to the ground. And the extended leg is active, okay? So we want to keep the toes either pressing forward or press your heel down to the ground. And then let's find some resistance. So press the hand down into the knee and press the knee up into the hand. And then relax and release. And then let's bring that knee back up to center. Hands on the shins, squeeze it in, and then draw your forehead to your knee, pull your navel to your spine. And release. Bring both knees in. Let's rock them from side to side. And then from here, our final pose, we're going to find happy baby. So you can either grab onto the backs here on your glutes, or you can grab onto the ankles or the outsides of the feet or the big toes with your peacemakers. You find what works best for you. And then draw both knees alongside the body towards the ground. It's like your feet are standing on the ceiling and the shins are perpendicular to the ground and the ceiling. Keep trying to draw the knees down, but press your low back, or not your low back, but your sacrum down into the ground. So right here I'm pressing down into the ground. I'm not lifting it up. I want to press down. Pull your navel in, draw your shoulders to the ground. Maybe you want to rock from side to side. That feels good. Maybe you want to extend one leg at a time out to the side. Maybe both. Reach up through the heels. Good. Then draw the feet together. And pull the heels down and towards you. Draw your shoulders down. Reclined cobbler pose. And then let's draw the knees together. Place the foot soles on the ground and extend your legs out, your arms out, finding our final resting pose here, Shavasana. We'll stay here for about 15 big deep breaths. So find yourself as comfortable as you can be. Maybe you draw your shoulder blades under your body. Let your toes point out to the side, relax at the hips. Let your fingers find their natural curl. Closing your eyes. And I will let you know when it's time to move. So feel free just to breathe. Take your deepest breaths here. Like I said, about 15 big deep breaths. Closing your eyes. Just breathing. exhale, see if you can let your body relax a little bit more. Start to bring some small little movements into your fingers and then your toes. Swallow. Maybe you move your head from side to side. And then let's roll all the way over onto one side. Draw your knees in. Let your bottom arm be the pillow for your head just for a moment here. Take a big deep breath. And as you exhale, use the strength in your arms to guide yourself back up. Keeping your eyes closed, bring your feet in towards you as you sit into a cross-legged position. Nice and easy. Sit up nice and tall. Reach through the crown of your head. Tuck your chin in slightly. Bring your hands towards your heart center. The thumbs press into your sternum, and then lift your heart up into your hands. Taking a moment just to thank yourself for taking this time just for you. And I surely thank you for being here. From my heart to your heart, namaste.